Ashwani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines: Severe cyclonic storm Michaung crosses South Andhra Pradesh coast close to south of Bapatla. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy reviews relief work in affected areas. Revanth Reddy to be the next Chief Minister of Telangana. Government says over 1,50,000 crore rupees claims paid to insured farmers under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana till Rabi season 2022-23. India and Saudi Arabia agree to strengthen cooperation for Hajj and to focus on improved services. Global Ratings Agency S&P says India will be the world's third largest economy by 2030, to be fastest growing major economy in next 3 years. And in hockey, Indian men's team beats South Korea while Indian women's team defeats New Zealand in pool stage matches of Junior World Cup at Kuala Lumpur. The severe cyclonic storm Michaung that crossed South Andhra Pradesh coast close to Bapatla this afternoon is currently positioned at about 25 kilometers southwest of Bapatla and 60 kilometers northeast of Ongole in Andhra Pradesh. The cyclonic storm is moving at an intensity of 75 to 85 kilometers per hour, gusting to 95 kilometers per hour. The system is likely to maintain the intensity during the next 6 hours, bringing heavy rainfall to Bapatla, Palnadu, Guntur, East and West Godavari and Konaseema districts. Nellore district received 22 centimeters of rainfall in the last 24 hours, leading to crop damage and flooding in many areas. With the rainfall gradually decreasing since this afternoon, rescue measures are being undertaken to restore normalcy. A report.
Diversion measures are being undertaken on the Nellore-Chennai highway to clear the traffic jams caused due to flooding. NDRF is also taking up rescue measures in the 17 severely affected mandals of Tirupati district. The state government has assured compensation of 27,000 rupees per hectare to farmers who lost their crop due to cyclone. Adequate food and medical support is being given to the people in the cyclone relief centers. Special cyclone officers appointed for each district are closely monitoring the rescue and relief operations. Sri Sai, Prakashvani News, Vijayawada.
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy reviewed relief work in the cyclone-affected areas today. He directed officials to restore the electricity supply on a war footing and provide compensation within 48 hours in case of loss of lives of people and livestock. The state government said 22 crore rupees have been released for immediate action. 52 rehabilitation centres have been prepared in Anakapalli district and arrangements have been made to accommodate more than 60,000 people across the state. The state government announced financial aid ranging from 1,000 rupees to 2,500 rupees for camp evacuees. Compensation for house collapse or damage has been increased from 8,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees. Telangana Pradesh Congress President Revanth Reddy will be the next Chief Minister of Telangana. Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal announced this at a media briefing in New Delhi today. Mr. Venugopal said the swearing-in ceremony will be held on Thursday, the 7th of this month. Revanth Reddy has been credited for the party's thumping victory in the assembly elections and was the face of Congress's winning campaign. The government today said claims of over 1,50,000 crore rupees have been paid to insured farmers under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana till Rabi 2022-23 season since the inception of the scheme in 2016-17. In a written reply in the Lok Sabha, Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister Narendra Singh Tomar informed that the amount was paid to the insured farmers who had paid a premium of over 29,000 crore rupees for their crops. He said the PMFBY envisages coverage of all food crops like cereals, millets, pulses, oilseeds and horticultural crops. The government has introduced face recognition and Aadhaar identification-based eKYC of farmers to ensure transparency in the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme, PM Kisan. Replying to supplementaries during question hour in the Lok Sabha today, Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister of State Shobha Karandlaje said to ensure good governance and transparency in direct benefit transfer to farmers, a new eKYC has been initiated after the release of the 13th PM Kisan Fund. The government today asserted that constant action is being taken on willful defaulters by the investigating agencies, and banks are also working to get money back from them. Replying to supplementaries in the Rajya Sabha, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said around 34,000 crore rupees have been recovered till March this year. The minister said out of this amount, around 15,000 crore rupees have returned to the banks from defaulters on whom action was taken.
Even last year, major bank collapses happened both in the United States of America, in Switzerland and in Germany. And here we are showing you figure year after year about NPA coming down. Doesn't that indicate the health of the banks in both these countries? Not only NPA is coming down, profit margins going up of the banks.
The Rajya Sabha today took up a short duration discussion on the economic situation in the country. Initiating the discussion, Derek O'Brien of TMC said the prices of rice, wheat, pulses and LPG gas cylinders have gone up. Participating in the discussion, Sudhanshu Trivedi of BJP highlighted the government's achievement with regard to modernization of railways, increase in number of airports and infrastructure development in the country. Abdul Wahab of IUML, Sushil Modi of BJP, Rajiv Shukla of Congress and Sujit Kumar of BJD, among others, participated in the debate. The discussion on the economic situation will continue tomorrow as the House was adjourned for the day. The External Affairs Ministry today said that several interesting ideas of cooperation came up during the delegation-level talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Kenyan President William Samoei Ruto in New Delhi. Briefing media in New Delhi, Secretary E.R. Damu Ravi said the Kenyan side expressed interest to learn from India.
During the delegation level talks, several interesting ideas of cooperation have come up, one of which is the digital public infrastructure. In this area, the Kenyan side expressed interest to learn from India in several areas, particularly in the fintech space, the UPI, the Aadhaar, and in health space, they have expressed interest to also have greater cooperation, particularly to have Indian specialist doctors visiting those countries.
Earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi held talks with President of Kenya William Samoei Ruto in New Delhi this afternoon. 5 memorandums of understanding were exchanged following the discussions in a number of areas, including sports, IT and education. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and the National Board of Examinations in Medical Sciences will organize a nationwide public awareness and training program on cardiopulmonary resuscitation CPR tomorrow. Briefing the media about the program, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia said the program aims at increasing awareness about immediate medical response to cardiac arrest. Talking to Akashvani News, National Board of Examinations in Medical Sciences President Dr. Abhijat Sheth said the aim is to impart CPR training to maximum citizens that will help prevent cardiac deaths in the country. The nation will pay homage to Bharat Ratna Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on his 68th Mahaparinirvan Divas tomorrow. The Mahaparinirvan Divas will be commemorated by Dr. Ambedkar Foundation on behalf of the Department of Social Justice and Empowerment at the Parliament House lawn. President Draupadi Murmu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Union Ministers, parliamentarians and many other dignitaries will pay floral tributes to Dr. Ambedkar. The event will be opened up for the public to pay their obeisance to Dr. Ambedkar. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Minority Affairs Minister Smriti Irani said today that India and Saudi Arabia have agreed to continue to work together to make the Hajj process as convenient and as seamless as possible, with best provision of services for all Hajj pilgrims. Ms. Irani was speaking after she held productive discussions with Saudi Arabia's Minister of Hajj and Umrah, Tawfiq bin Fawzan Al Rabia, in New Delhi on deepening cooperation for Hajj. The minister stressed that government is committed to making Hajj inclusive and accessible towards all segments of society, especially women and Divyangjan.
इस साल भी हमारी अभिलाषा है कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा महिलाओं की हम मदद करें ताकि वो अपनी हज की यात्रा को बखूबी निभा सकें। प्रधानमंत्री जी का विशेष आग्रह रहता है कि दिव्यांग नागरिकों के लिए सरकार विशेष व्यवस्था करे। हमने सऊदी अरेबिया के जो मंत्री हैं उनको महिला की सुरक्षा और दिव्यांगजनों के सहयोग के संदर्भ में भी उनको अवगत कराया और मैं आशान्वित हूं कि उनकी ये भारत यात्रा उनके लिए सुखद होगी।
In his statement, Saudi Arabia's Minister of Hajj and Umrah said his nation is dedicated to facilitating religious pilgrimage. In Uttarakhand, the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is raising awareness among the public about the schemes of the central government. The ongoing Sankalp Yatra in both rural and urban areas of the state is generating tremendous enthusiasm among the people of Uttarakhand. A report.
Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is getting support from all sections of the society in this state. The program is being organized in various areas of Garhwal and Kumaon region. Sankalp Rath was welcomed by the villagers during his visit to Irani village of Chamoli district. On this occasion, Mohan Negi, a beneficiary of Kisan Credit Card scheme, shared his experiences under Meri Kahani Meri Jumani.
राज्य में केंद्र सरकार की योजना कैसे चल रही है उसके माध्यम से मैंने कृषि और पशुपालन के लिए लोन लिया था और विशेषकर हम पशुओं के माध्यम से हमारा जो बकरी का उसका घी का हम उत्पादन करते हैं उसको 1000 रुपया प्रति किलो के हिसाब से हम लोग बेच रहे हैं और साथ साथ एक बार से आलू है, राजमा है, चौला है, उसके हम बाजार में बेचते हैं, उसका हमें अच्छी आय प्राप्त हो जाती है जिससे हमारे घर परिवार चल जाता है।
On the other hand, a family in Haridwar shared their story of how they benefited from the Ayushman Bharat scheme.
जब उन्होंने आयुष्मान योजना चलाई उसी के जस्ट 2-3 महीने बाद मेरे पापा जी को अटैक आ गया। हमारे अकाउंट में सिर्फ 1000 रुपए थे। उस समय जो उनकी योजना थी उनकी वजह से मेरे पापा आज हमारे साथ हैं, तो उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
It may be recalled that the ongoing Sankalp Yatra aim is to connect eligible individuals of the state with various welfare schemes offered by the central government. Sanjeev Sundaryal, Akashwani News, Dehradun.
In Jammu and Kashmir, the flagship Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra today reached numerous panchayats in Doda district with local residents across varied age groups and walks of life responding with overwhelming enthusiasm. Akashwani Jammu correspondent reports that school students actively participated by delivering speeches on moral values and adding vibrancy through captivating cultural programs. The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is successfully progressing in the rural belts of Kerala and Lakshadweep, empowering citizens on various central government flagship schemes. Distribution of Kisan credit cards, LPG connection, soil testing, Aadhaar services, loan distribution, experts interaction, drone demonstration and cultural programs are being organized as part of the campaign. The Yatra is getting huge popularity in the state with large participation of women folk and farmers in most of the venues. Global Ratings Agency Standard & Poor's today said India will be the world's third largest economy by 2030, but a major test for the country would be to unlock the immense opportunity and become the next big global manufacturing hub. The US-based rating agency expects India to be the fastest growing major economy in the next 3 years, with GDP growth reaching 7% by 2026 from 6.4% projected expansion in the current fiscal. The Indian economy grew 7.2% in 2022-23 fiscal, ended March 2023. In FIH Hockey Men's Junior World Cup 2023, India beat South Korea 4-2 in their opening match in Pool C at Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Arijit Singh Hundal scored a hat-trick while Amandeep added another in the tally. Two-time junior world champion India will next play against Spain on the 7th of December and Canada on the 9th of December. In the women's match, India defeated New Zealand 3-2 in shootout after they came from behind to level the score 3-3 at full time. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Severe cyclonic storm Michaung crosses South Andhra Pradesh coast close to south of Bapatla. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy reviews relief work in affected areas. Revanth Reddy to be the next Chief Minister of Telangana. Government says over 1,50,000 crore rupee claims paid to insured farmers under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana till Rabi season 2022-23. India and Saudi Arabia agree to strengthen cooperation for Hajj and to focus on improved services. Global Ratings Agency S&P says India will be the world's third largest economy by 2030 to be fastest growing major economy in next 3 years. In hockey, Indian men's team beat South Korea while Indian women's team defeat New Zealand in pool stage matches of Junior World Cup at Kuala Lumpur. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.